Hello my friends, this is Splish on YouTube. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We are taking a look once again in the rear mirror, looking into older games that I've played before, and maybe you have that as well, or maybe you are still playing them. Let me know in the comment section. Nevertheless, this is Black Squad, and this game, well, it was released already back in 2017, 28th of July, but then later on, well, I would say midsummer at 2019, 26th of June, was also released on Steam. The game is both developed and published by Valve NS Studio, or Valve. And again, this is a free-to-play game, and you can find it on Steam and you can try it out yourself. And I am very curious always to get feedback and hear from you guys what you think about these games. And I'm also putting up a card here, so after you've checked out this video, you can also check out the rest of my how the games are doing in 2020, meaning other free-to-play shooters such as Iron Sight, Line of Sight, and also Warface. But now we're gonna get back into Black Squad, and I started out by playing on odd times, which I do. I often record my videos in the morning here in Sweden where I live, so I was a bit like curious to see if there was actually people online and playing, and yes it was. If the other games that I've covered and mentioned have more similarities, this kind of goes in another direction. For example, Iron Sight is more towards Call of Duty, if I may say so, and this game feels more like Counter-Strike. And if you played Counter-Strike or CSGO, you probably know what I mean, especially when you see the actual gameplay or if you've played it yourself. But no worries, it's not straight off the bat a copycat kind of thing. I think Black Squad stands for itself and has its own kind of good stuff, and I am definitely enjoying it, going back to it in 2020, and I will probably continue to play it a bit. I haven't uninstalled, and that is always a good sign that you want to come back and play a bit more. I like to stick in these kind of games between like my grinding, for example, in Call of Duty and other like FPS titles. But what does this game offer to you? Well, at least before, when the game was fairly new, it had like 10 game modes: competitive, demolition, TDM, and a few more. Custom game creation to play how you want, 85 plus weapons, SMGs, shotguns, and so forth. 48 maps to master. That's quite a lot of maps, and I have to say there that the most maps that I've been playing I have been enjoying, meaning that they have been playing very well. Also 10 characters to collect, and also 460 plus skins for customization. And this is important to say, for customization, and that also means, from what I can see and what I believe, that this is not a pay-to-win game. It's mostly, or it is cosmetic when we're talking about what you put on the gun and not really how the gun performs. It's the same for each and every one that plays the game. If anyone is still playing Black Squad or have like a lot of hours, definitely more hours than I have into the game, let me know if you agree upon that or if you have a different opinion. As you can see, the graphics looks good, actually really good. It again reminds me of CSGO in some ways, the color scheme and stuff like that. But nevertheless, we're also going to talk about the specs, and you might have the question also, or rising up the question, can I play this on my PC or my laptop, whatever have you? And on Steam at least, it says that you need a Windows 7 64-bit, a Core 2 Duo 2.2 GHz, AMD Athlon 64.2, and a 4 GB of RAM, and the graphics should be at least a NVIDIA GeForce 8600 or GT 630 or Radeon HD 6750. I hope this is not too much for you guys. You can chill a bit when I'm talking about this, but I think it's important. I often get this question actually. Oh, but if I have this, can I play it? And here you got it. Recommended though is a Windows 10 64-bit processor, where you would probably have a Core i3-4170 or an AMD FX 8300, and a memory that covers at least 8 GB of RAM and so forth. With this out of the way, we're also going to talk about what people say about the game. And this is also the part of the video where you can fill in the comment section once again what you have experienced and what you think about Black Squad. Now, as I told you, there's mostly like positive and very positive reviews on Steam. People saying it's a lot of fun, it's kind of like CSGO, a nice game. But also people, the few ones that I found like talking negative or saying bad things about the game says that there's a lot of hackers, it's a high ping, Developers are not listening to the players. They control what you sell or not to sell on Steam Market. Some of weapons you cannot sell them on Steam Market, and you cannot trade weapons with your friends. And if you're hosting a room, you cannot kick cheaters. You can't control the room. He says also, I like this game. I want it to be the best, but if this is the case, I don't recommend it. If that's the case also still in 2020, I didn't play that long to actually determine whether this is true or not. I mean, this is an experience this guy has definitely had, and I'm sorry to hear that, because the problem always, especially when you're playing like these kind of shooter games on PC, is of course cheaters, and therefore the devs have to be really on their toes when it comes to this and do whatever they can to also make it possible for people doing these custom lobbies or matches to kick out players if they're cheating. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So the question is, has this game already had its glory days? Maybe that's the case. I'm putting it out there and you can fill in whatever you think about it. Again, I had fun getting into the game, coming back to it. I remember it like this, but again, probably changes has been made. I can't really tell since I haven't been playing the game so much the last, I would say, 1.5 to 2 years. But what I do know and what I feel myself is that there's a need for these kind of games, and I hope that there will be more to come also in 2021, 22 and so forth. And I'm talking about free-to-play shooters, and also the kind of shooters that doesn't, you know, force you to invest like in a super duper rig, putting out like thousands of dollars just to play a game together with friends, or, you know, random matchmaking, whatever you like to do. And also, if that's the case, I also wish that developers continue also to make these like cross-platform games. I've seen it when it comes to AAA titles, and I think that's a great way to make the game available for like a lot of people to play. But I'm also pretty darn sure that it also helps the game when it comes to being popular for a longer period of time, that people are actually playing the game. So again, please consider that if you are a game developer. So guys, I don't know, with that said, I don't have so much more to say. I hope that you gonna try out Black Squad if you haven't played it. If you like to play these kind of games, again with a touch of CSGO. So if you enjoyed this video and like to see more shooter action, you may subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything out, and we'll talk soon again in another video. And if you also like to get a bit scared together with, well, alone maybe, or together with me, you can also visit my second channel, which is called Splash, and you will find the link to that channel in the description. Have a beautiful day, play safe, stay safe, and have a good time. And again, let me know what you think about Black Squad. Okay, over and out.